I will say this, Coach Plumlee loves that defensive line. Absolutely. Their attitude, they're smart kids, good kids, and they will fight.
Well, senior captain Malachi Asher was just out on the field doing the coin toss, as you just saw. Malvern lost the toss. Ashdown won. They elected to receive, and Malvern will be kicking from left to right on your television screen. And, to segue talking about defense, we're going to segue right into our isolated player of the game, which this week is going to be one of the keys to our defense. Defensive back and wide receiver, number 17, Daylon Ross.
Daylon's one of the few players that is really a specialist. He plays defense and pretty much only defense, and he does it pretty well. We've talked a lot about the job that Malik Relaford has done on the other end. We have not called Daylon his name a lot, in large part because they don't want to throw to his guy either.
Well, this is a guy who led the conference in interceptions last year.
So this is, he is a very special player. He loves to step up on run defense. He's really good in man-to-man coverage. He's really fast. Got good ball skills, and you're playing a team that's going to run wide. You need a corner that'll play physical. Daylon will do that for you. You got a team that's going to chunk it, and Daylon can play coverage as well.
We are getting set for kickoff. Ashdown's already taken the field. Leopard kickoff unit is meeting right now as Coach Plumlee's giving his last instructions and firing up the troops one more time. Jesus Rodea will be the kicker, unless they pull a fast one on me, which, it has happened before.
Guys, I'm going to pay a little bit more attention tonight to the offensive line. I was watching the game last week. Those guys are they're getting better. I mean, they were good, but they're just getting better as a unit.
And we've kind of seen that from them. They'll kind of have some rocky moments at the beginning of games.
Yeah.
They'll make some adjustments, and then you see those holes start to open up as the game moves on.
Coach Pennington does a great job. Rodea does have the ball set. Kick is away.
It's showtime.
Showtime, baby. Ball going to be fielded at the 15-yard line, retreats a little bit. Now back across the 15, across the 20. Going to get hit and drop just short of the 25. One official has it at the 24, and that's what they're going to go with. Nice coverage by the Leopards.
Yeah, it looked like Trayshawn Mormon was right there on him when he turned.
Yeah, and so here we go. If you're watching with us, the guy that you're going to watch is number 7, Shamar Easter. He's going to be about 6 inches taller than everybody else on the field. So, but
there's a couple linemen out there that are huge.
But he plays primarily tight end, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Ashdown comes to the line. They got twins right and up back on the right side. Here's the snap, little give to the left side. He's going to look for yardage. He's got some across the 30, 35, 40, 45, and finally dropped at the 50 by Dante Reed.
Yeah, and we mentioned small mistakes against athletes can end up with big chunks.
Yeah,
and that's what happened there.
Yeah, we had a corner. We missed him back there right at the line of scrimmage, and that's all he needed. Speed, speed, speed.
Killback in at quarterback. Ashdown comes to the line, twins to the left, up back off the right side, the back to the left of Killback. Here's the snap give is to the tailback off the right side. Got a little bit of running room, breaks a tackle across the 40. Now across the 35, the 30 still breaking tackles, and finally crosses the 20 and finally brought down by the Leopards.
And what you'll notice they're doing is they're putting both of the split ends on the same side. So you've got most of the secondary kind of shifted over to one side. They're overloading the other end with 2 tight ends.
Right.
And so if they get to the outside, if your ends and your outside linebacker don't seal that edge, you're going to give up a big chunk of yards. So, that's going to have to be a priority for our outside linebackers, defensive ends moving forward.
McElroy, the tailback. Going to stay twins left, and we have movement on this play.
Yeah, we have missed a few tackles too, Ben.
Yeah, that's been a part of it.
just a few.
But you can see that they were lining up in that same formation.
Oh, yeah.
We got 2 wide receivers, and they're going to put both tight ends to the other side. And so you've kind of got a strong pass side and a strong run side. And the danger for the strong run side is you don't have that safety and position you would normally have. You don't have that corner right there that you would normally have.
1st and 15, ball now on the 23-yard line after the penalty. Going to stay in twins left, up back on the right side. McElroy to the left of Keelback. Bring the up back in motion to the other side. Here's the snap. Give is to McElroy up the middle looking for room. Going to fight across the 20 and may get down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I think what Ashdown's going to find, they're going to have more success against us running off tackle and to the edge than they are up the middle. We're going to be really strong, I think, up the middle. And that was their first real attempt up the middle, and you can see that they didn't get much on that one.
Got the penalty yardage back, +1. And that'll be 2nd and 9 from the 17-yard line. Going to stay in Twins left. Up back on the right side, tailback to the left of Keelback. Here's the snap. Give is to McElroy. Nice job by the Leopard defense. Only going to be a gain of 1 here as he gets down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, what Ben said, they really closed on that one there.
Of course, this is probably going to be 2-down territory unless Ashdown's got, Tony's and Dejas kicking for him or something. There's a throwback to an 80s kicker.
There's a name right there.
Yeah, this is definitely 4-down territory, which means everything's in play. They don't have to throw it. They can try to run to pick up 4 or 5 right here.
Absolutely. A little bit of change in the form. Well, a little bit of confusion here by Ashdown. Going to have a man split to each side, up back on the right side. McElroy to the left of Keelback. Here's the snap. Give is to the up back. He's looking for Rumor on the left. Nicely played there by Dante Reed. Hangs on long enough for the rest of the Leopards to get there. Nice play by Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was an open field tackle that he had to make, and it almost looked like he wasn't going to make it, but he held on just enough to get some help, and that's a mentality. I mean, that's what that is, because a lot of guys would have let go, would have fallen down, would have not been able to hold him there, but a really strong effort and puts us in a position to keep points off the board.
Yeah.
4th and 4, ball on the 12-yard line. Big play here. Twins left, up back on the right side. McElroy going to be to the right of Keelback this time. Here's the snap. Fakes the give to McElroy. Got a man out open, but the ball was tipped and knocked away. Incomplete. Nice stop by the Leopard defense.
Once again, Leopards come up big on 4th down, Ben. I mean, like last week.
Well, yes.
Profound.
But
Dynamite drop in, Bunny.
I think that was Charles Sanders. I was trying to figure out who got to the quarterback. I think it was Charles Sanders, C.J. Sanders, and that's another guy. I mean, this is what I love about our defense. We're going to name a ton of guys.
Yeah.
We don't rely on anybody. There's not a weak spot really on the defense. You can't really try to focus on the right side or the left side because we've got really good stability all the way across the defensive side of left and right.
1st and 10 for the Leopards, 12-yard line. We're going to have Twins left, split right. Bring that man in motion. It is Dante Reed. Little pitch to him. He's looking for yardage.
Nice
able to
run.
get upfield and get positive yardage up to the 15-yard line.
You almost feel like this is going to be who's the most physical team going to end up winning this game.
Yeah.
Because we've got athletes, they've got athletes. You almost feel like it's going to be the team that lays the most wood is going to be the team that builds the house.
Fewer mistakes.
So we need Darren McFadden to show up with his bat because he brought that wood against purple and gold. So here we go.
That's right.
2nd and 7, ball on the 15-yard line. Twins left, split right. Asher the up back on the right side. Simmons going to move Hart now to his right. Just over 8 minutes left. Brings Carter Martin in motion to the other side. Here's the snap. Simmons quick throw out to Dante Reed looking for space. Still fighting across the 20-yard line. Looks like
Close.
we got flags coming down on what would be about a 3rd and long 2 situation.
Yeah, looks like are there going to be 2 flags on the play? I don't know because there's one that's set back around the 7-yard line and then the other ones are right around the 20. So I don't know if there may be 2 infractions on this play or maybe just one.
If it's a good crew, they're just backing each other up.
That one referee maybe just doesn't have the arm as the other 2.
Oh. Okay, offside.
Yeah, there were 2 infractions.
There was.
Yeah.
Looks like it has a legal motion there, not getting set from Carter Martin coming across, and then a face mask at the end there. So they will offset and we'll replay. 2nd and 7 from the 15.
Most of the time when we have these situations, we think that we may go to a fade. We've got one-on-one coverage. Here's the difference. Ashdown is going to be probably more athletic than any team we've played so far this year at corner. So it's not an automatic. We're going to throw it up. And
They have nobody on the second receiver here, though. Twins to each side. Asher, the up back on the left side. Simmons, quick little 5-yard stop to Bud Johnson. He gets up across the 25 down to the 26. Will be enough to move the chains for the Leopards.
Well, you think Sed didn't see that?
Well, he absolutely did, and a great job by Bud to kind of sit down and not run himself out of being open.
Yeah, you made that point last week. I was like, yeah, go to the open spot and wait on the ball.
1st and 10, ball on the 26-yard line. Leopards are going to stay. Twins to each side. Asher, the up back on the left side. Simmons alone in the backfield. Press coverage now by Ashdown. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. He's got a man. Carter Martin's behind him, but just turns him around, unable to make the play, or what would have been a huge play for the Leopards.
Yeah, Martin was behind him, too, a little bit.
Yeah, and, actually, Dante got off the ball pretty good, too, on both sides.
So did Bud.
And so if they're going to play press coverage and they're going to basically play cover one, which is one safety back deep,
right,
and play man-to-man on these other guys, we're probably going to take some shots down the field.
Leopards stay. Twins right, Twins left. Asher the up back on the left side. 2nd and 10 from the 26.
They're not pressing as hard here.
Here's the snap. Simmons, little tunnel screen to Carter Martin. Catches it, gets upfield. Going to come across right at the 30-yard line. Going to be 3rd down from there.
And see, that's kind of what we're looking at. If they're going to press coverage, we're going to go ahead and take our shot. If they're going to play back like that and give us the cushion, we'll run those tunnel screens and those short digs and see if we can't nickel and dime our way down. And then if they, try to cheat up and press, you may try to take a shot because, the receivers got good release. Seemed like everybody did.
Yeah.
3rd and 6 from the 30. Going to stay in Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the right side. Bring Carter and Martin in motion to the other side. Simmons rolls and looks for Martin. He makes an amazing catch. Bobbled it. Stays in bounds and comes down with it just short of the 35. Not going to have enough for the first bin, but it was a great catch.
It was a great catch, a great effort, and the reason the throw was kind of out is Ashdown had a guy in between them, and so Sed kind of put it in the only spot that he could, and as a result, we weren't able to cut upfield after the catch.
4th and 2, Leopards come to the line looking like they're going to go for it. Stay in Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the right side.
We may do the hut thing here. Try to draw him off sides.
Tried it once, almost got a D tackle to move, but nothing going. 3 seconds left on the play clock, and Coach Plumlee will take the Leopards' first time out of the half. We will take it with him with 6:31 left in the first quarter. Leopards 0, Panthers 0. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett, and I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, as the Leopards do a quick snap. And it looks like they will have enough for the first down. Nice play call there.
It is, and it was quick. It's going to be.
What just happened? I can hear myself talking.
It was me.
I can hear you talking too, but
it was me.
It's almost as if. It's almost as if.
I got confused.
I think we figured out we're going to have to take some chances. I mean, somebody's going to be 3-0 tonight. We're not going to leave anything out on the field.
1st and 10, trips left, split right, brings Martin in motion. Here's the snap. Simmons rolls left, looking to throw.
Bud's
He's got a
open.
man. Bud Johnson has it at the 40, down to the 35, makes a man miss, gets across the 30, and is brought down at the 28-yard line. Nice play there.
What I love to see is the evolution of Sed. I mean, he gets better every single week. That is a difficult throw. I mean, he's throwing across his body. He's got to square. His legs are pointing one direction. He's got to get his shoulders square in another direction, and he threw that on a dime to Bud Johnson.
Glad he evolved and got those opposable thumbs there. 1st and 10 from the 28 now. Leopards driving. Just over 5:30 left in the first quarter. Trips right, split left. Asher's going to be the up back on the right side. Here's the snap. Well, looks like we are going to use our second timeout. we weren't quite happy with what was going on. We'll take it with them. So with 5:29 left in the first quarter, score still 0-0. We'll be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards coming off of a big fourth down conversion, followed up by a nice play to Bud Johnson. Brought the ball all the way down to the 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 from there. Going to come to the – I'm sorry, what was it?
Well, I was just going to say that, obviously we've come and with the mentality we're not going to play to lose. We're going to play to win tonight.
We didn't come to paint. I heard that once. Trips right, split left. Asher the up back on the right side. Here's the snap. Simmons takes it looking to run. Unable to break through that initial line of scrimmage. Picks up 1 there.
You had to figure that Ashdown was going to really have an emphasis on not letting Sed beat him with his legs, because he torched him last year. He had 30-some-odd carries, 140-something yards. He really ate them up, and you can kind of see that he's definitely the key in the running game for Ashdown tonight.
Yeah.
2nd and 9, ball on the 27. Trips right, split left. Asher the up back on the left side. Here's the snap. Simmons looks to throw. Got a man out there. Bud Johnson on a little stick route. Going to catch it and fall down right around the 20-yard line.
And another really good catch. We talk about how much better Bud's got. These wide receivers have really kind of bought into this system. They understand the system. You can tell that they've been working on the fundamentals, catching the ball, because that's not an easy catch. He was falling down. That was really a nice catch.
Going to be a 3rd and 2 from the 20. Twins to each side as Malvern is able to get a man to jump off sides and should get the free first down here.
That's almost not fair.
Yeah, if you're Ashdown and you're keying on the quarterback, and you're wanting to fire off and you're wanting to get penetration, and because you have to, you've got to get a head start or settle eat you up. And so if your focus is the quarterback and the quarterback gives a little dippity dip when he says hut hut and he's got that nice inflection, you can cause a lot of problems inside those defensive linemen's heads.
The old dippity dip. I like it.
The dippity dip. There we go.
Got twins to each side. Asher going to be the up back on the left side. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw again. Going to look for Carter Martin in the corner of the end zone over the shoulder. Had a chance, but just out of his reach. Falls harmlessly to the turf.
Martin was open all the way and just couldn't quite connect with it.
That's a tough catch over the shoulder.
A tough catch over the shoulder and a tough throw, because you got to throw to a specific spot. There's not a big window for error there, or there's a big margin for error, but it's easy to hit the bad spots. It's not easy to hit the hard spots.
That'll bring up
bitty ones.
2nd and 10 from the 15. Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the left side. Nice block by Asher as Simmons is sprung from the pocket, gets across the 10, fighting for more yardage. Going to be down to around the 7-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and short from there.
That's why it's so dangerous, Ben.
It is, and we've set ourselves in, and we talked about it was 4-down territory for Ashdown on the other end. It's going to be 4-down territory for us. I think we would take our chances. So again, the entire playbook is open. We don't have to throw it. We don't have to worry about we have to get 2 yards right here. If you pick up 1.5 yards, you feel pretty good about 4th and half a yard. So this could be power run. It could be play action.
Well, Leopard's going heavy here as Hart takes over at quarterback. 3rd and 2. Here's the snap. Hart follows around the left side, looking to try to pick up the first down. Gets across the 5, down to around the 2-yard line. Going to have enough for the first. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2.
And you can do that. You talked about how much better the offensive line has been playing as of late. If you trust the offensive line, you feel like, well, okay, we can go for 3rd and 2, power run. If we don't get it, our offensive line is going to be able to pick up the difference. Right there, the offensive line did a good job of sealing. Jacoby did a good job of finding that little seam and getting upfield and picking up the first down.
Going to be 1st and goal. Scoreboard says 3. I think it's more like 2. Twins right, power formation here with Hart in at quarterback. Here's the snap. Hart comes around the right side looking for room. He lowers his head, gets near the goal line. It's going to be close.
Ooh.
They're going to call him down at the 1.
Isn't Jacoby a great back to have in these situations because he's a kamikaze. I mean, he's going to go in, he's going to hit the hole hard, and if it's there, it's there. If it's not, we're not going to lose yardage. Jacoby's not going to be one that's going to try to dance around, going to lose you yardage, which you don't want right here. You want somebody that loves running north and south, and that's really Jacoby's strong suit.
He does a good job of finding the holes.
2nd and goal from the 1. Same formation for the Leopards. Hart takes the snap, looking to get in. He dives forward, and he will have it.
Nice
Touchdown, Leopards.
Nice little stutter step. They had a chance to catch him in the backfield, but he gave just a little bit of a sidestep jive and then cut back to the middle, and it was just enough to get in over the goal line.
That's an outstanding drive.
He should go on Dancing with the Hearts.
And what that did is it showcased everything that Malvern can do. We ran the football, we threw the football from the pocket, threw it on the run. Really showcased a lot of different weapons that we have.
We have another fire situation so far. Carter Martin is perfect, and that's oh my Lord. That snap will come to an end there. Snap was just a little bit behind him. He tried to roll out and find Rodea, who took a big hit because of it. Attempt is no good. Leopards lead this one 6-0. We'll be back after this. Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards strike first, unable to convert on the point after, though, as they lead the Panthers 6-0. 2:28 left in the first quarter. Rodea has the ball set. Kick is away. It's a sky kick, going to be fielded at the 30-yard line. Gets across to the 35, all the way down to just across the 40. They'll give him the 40. Ashdown will take over from there, 1st and 10.
Ashdown, second possession here in the first quarter, and we need to stop them again, Ben.
We do, and they actually are going to start off with really good field position. That's one of the things that the sky kick can kind of do. It can give the other team good field position, and starting off at your own 40, that's pretty good. Pretty good place to start.
Killback brings them to the line. Got a receiver to each side, up back on the left side, back to the right of Killback. Here's the snap, fakes the give, slant route. Gonna have it. He's going to be brought down at the 44.
One of the toughest things. One of the toughest things to stop is a really well-run slant. I mean, if you run it well and the corner is trying not to give up the fade deep, he's going to give up the inside, and it makes stopping the slant a real chore.
Jackson Jester was the catch or the receiver there on the catch. Same formation for Ashdown. Killback brings him to the line. 2nd and 6. Here's the snap. Give is to the up back around the right side. Looks like a holding, but it will not be called as he gets across the 50 down to around the 47-yard line.
That's Davdrin Goffin, and we've seen him carry the ball a couple of times tonight, and he's really fast. I mean, you can kind of see him accelerate, and he's kind of one of those little scat back types that you can lose. And I think that's one of the reasons they bring him behind the line is because you can kind of lose track of him back there.
1st and 10 from the 46. Here's a snap. Give us the toe back off the left side. A lot of room as he cuts it back up. But it closes quickly. He's going to be brought down as he crosses the 40 down to the 39. 2nd down from there.
Yeah, Jacoby the hitman Hart right there, man. Coming in from the safety spot.
The excellence of execution.
I've been waiting all week to use that. I thought about that one.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
He's probably got some brothers that would argue that.
They're the Hart Foundation.
That's right.
All right, 2nd and 3 there as we take you from an old school wrestling here. Twins to the left. Here's the snap. Killback fakes the run. Going to hit an out route there to his receiver. He's going to have it and get down to around the 35-yard line.
And Ashdown's going to be content, it looks like, to kind of nickel and dime their way down, run the ball, throw these short routes, and Of course, they've certainly got some guys that can get deep, and you almost feel like they're trying to suck you in so they can take one big shot down the field.
Going to come to the line, Twins left, up back off the right side. Here's the snap, give is to McElroy off the right, cuts it up, got a lot of room up the middle as he gets across the 20, still fighting off tackles down to the 15. Nice run by McElroy.
These skill players, they're not real big, but they're shifty, they're fast, and they have a ton of them. It seems like every time you get one guy kind of figured out, they throw another one in, and you lose track of him because he's not had the ball a few times, and they just keep throwing these little backs at you, and they all can run.
Receiver split to each side. Here's the snap, give is to McElroy again off the right side, looking for space out there, runs out of it, but still trying to block or come out of tackles. He's a hard runner.
Yeah.
Going to be a very, very short gain of 1 there.
Yeah, slippery guy. It looks like, that's what it looks like. Look like we just, like he was got oil on him, and we just kind of whoop right down him,
The old Chris Berman.
And but that's going to come to the end of the first quarter.
Circle the wagons, baby. There's a Ben Bills reference there. At the end of the first quarter, the Leopards lead the Panthers 6-0. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett, and I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, as we get ready to start the second quarter. Leopards lead this one 6-0. Ashdown driving, though, got the ball on the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Chain game had me all messed up there.
And you hate that we missed that extra point because, obviously if they score a touchdown, there's a really good chance they're going to be ahead by 1. You never know. We kind of thought this was going to be a hard-fought game. You never know what point's going to be the difference maker.
Oh, here is the snap. Give is to McElroy, trying to find room to the outside. Not a lot there. Going to be another gain of 1 there for the Panthers, 3rd and 8.
East and West is doing what East and West has done all year, and
gets East and West.
and we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. When you trust your defensive line to take care of business, it allows you to kind of use those linebackers in creative ways.
Going to be Twins to the right, up back and tight end to the left. 3rd and 8 from the 13. McElroy to the right of Killback. Give is to him, looking for room around the left side. Not a lot there. Looks like another gain of 1 there, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Panthers.
Yeah, I think I read 52 on that.
Yeah,
that would be Trayshawn.
Trayshawn really did a good job.
And, I just can't say enough about this defensive line because they all have motors that just don't stop. These guys are, they're strong for one thing, but they're fast, and then they just have a motor that doesn't stop. They'll come after you and come after you, play after play.
4th and 7 from the Panthers. Got a receiver split to each side, tight end and up back off the right. Coaches do not like what they see, and Ashdown's going to use their first time out of the half. So we will be back after this with the Leopards leading the Panthers.
Pride is a feeling of happiness that comes from achieving something. When you do a good job or finish a difficult task, you feel pride.
Skylar and I just won a competition in our classroom where we constructed a house for Save the Penguins.
If you are sharing something great about one of our schools, students, teachers, or alumni, please help us spread our Leopard Pride by using the Leopard Pride hashtag.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, as the Panthers face a 4th and 7 from the 12-yard line.
Another big 4th down for the Leopard defense. We got them off the field last time. We need to do it again here.
Receiver split to each side, tight end and up back on the right. McElroy to the left of Killback. Here is the snap, fakes to McElroy, looks to throw, got a man, but it goes through his hands.
And I believe Malik Relford got a hand on there. And that's why he's wearing number 4. I just feel like you got to tell that story again. Obviously, the number 4 jersey just incredibly important to this community and important to this program. And Malik Relaford given the honor of wearing the number 4 James King jersey. The first time that honor has been given out, and not only because he makes plays like that in the field, but because of the type of young man that he is and the leader that he is, not just on the football field but on the campus at Malvern High School.
Our defense had 2 nice jobs of bending but not breaking, getting 4th down stops deep in the territory and holding Ashdown to 0. As Simmons lead the Leopards back out on the field, they're going to have twins to each side. They're going to move Asher to the up back. Here's the snap, little pop screen out there. Not sure who it's to, didn't see, but it's going to get close down to the first down to around the 20-yard line.
I think that's Dante
Reed.
Dante had a nice little game against them last year. He had, as far as the returning guys, I think he had, somewhere in the ballpark of 60 yards, which, when you were on a team with Dallas Lewis and Christian Warren, if you can sneak 60 yards out, you were doing pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Feel like he stole something.
2nd and 2, ball just across the 20. Going to stay twins to each side. Asher the up back on the right side. Simmons takes the snap, looks to throw. Now he's going to take off. Fighting across the 20. Now he looks like he almost wants to throw again, but just tucks it and gets across to the 22-yard line. He'll be close to the first down.
What I loved at the end of that play is, Said kind of lowered his shoulder and gave the guy a look. And that's a mentality that we've seen out of this team. We talked about it last week. You can kind of make the argument that it's a finesse offense, but they play it in a physical way.
What was interesting, Ben, he tucked it and took off running, and then all of a sudden he kind of dropped back again, almost like he was going to pass it again, but nevertheless lowers the shoulder and picks up the first down.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 23.
But I love the physicality from the offense. I mean, we've talked about it with the wide receivers. They'll duck their heads, and they'll get every inch.
Asher going to be the up back on the left side, twins to each side. Simmons takes the snap, gets it out to Asher quick as he gets back to near around the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1 there.
Yeah, one of their Jacoby Williams, one of their highlight players, was all over that one.
Yeah, and, we're
21 for Ashdown.
Feels like, some of these short passes are really designed to get them back to press coverage. We're trying to get them up, because Coach Plumlee as well as I do.
Yeah.
He loves to take a shot.
He'll take a shot.
And it's just like he's trying to set them up to take a shot. And he might have it on the outside right now.
2nd and 9, twins to each side. Asher the up back on the left side. Simmons takes the snap, and here is the shot down the field to Dante Reed, and he has it as he's going to catch it over the 50-yard line down to around the 47.
And what Ashdown tried to do is they gave a press look at the beginning, and then they backed out and gave cushion, and it didn't matter because Dante ran right by him anyway.
Yeah, Martin was wide open too. He had a choice there.
So that was they tried to sucker him into throwing the fade, but Dante still just ran right by him, even though that they gave up the cushion.
1st and 10, ball on the 47-yard line. Leopard's going to stay. Well, I'd say that now they bring Carter over to the other side. Now we're going to go trips left, split right. Asher the up back on the left side as well. Now brings Martin back in motion across. Here is the snap. Simmons rolling left. Now he just tucks it and goes. Makes a man miss, and now he's off to the races. He's down across the 20. Takes a big hit there, but a nice gain by Simmons as he gets down to around the 17-yard line.
And I'm going to tell you, when we've taken our shots down the field, we've taken shots down the right sideline, down the left sideline. You get those safeties clearing out. They're concentrating on that outside third.
Yeah.
They're thinking outside third, outside third, outside third. And when they bail out, if Cedric does decide to run up the middle and he gets past the line and he gets, even with those linebackers, it's going to be a while before somebody catches up to him. Those safeties got a long way to go from the outside.
1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line. Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the right side. Here is the snap. Simmons takes it, looking to throw again. He's going to throw into the end zone just over the out-tipped hands of the safety and falls harmlessly incomplete. Look a little dangerous there.
Yeah, the safety did a good job of covering on that one.
Yeah, the corner actually had really good coverage on him too, and then the safety was the one that was worrying me because the safety was coming over from the middle, and that's one that may not have been the most well-advised throw that we've had this year, but luckily it just fell to the turf.
No harm, no foul, as they say. 2nd and 10, ball still on the 17-yard line. Going to have twins left, split right. Asher the up back on the left side, Relaford to the left of Simmons. Pass is out to Relaford, looking for room to run. He gets across the 15 and won't have much more than that.
There it
And
is.
they continue the tackle on well late, and the flag comes out, so Malvern's probably going to get a first down out of it.
Yeah, and you'll take first downs any way you can get them, right?
Yeah.
Especially down here in the red zone. If you can somehow manage to go up 2 scores, you feel pretty good about the where you are, because this is Ashdown has not been far away. I mean, they've been right nick and tuck. I mean, they've taken the ball down the field and 2-4. We've been able to get them on 2 fourth down stops, and that's really been the difference. They could very well be ahead right now without those 4th down stops.
It will be a personal foul on Ashdown, which will move the ball all the way down to the 7-yard line, I believe, where it'll be first and goal from there for the Leopards. Malvern's going to come to the line in the heavy formation. Got a receiver split to each side, but it will be Hart taking the snap. So we got a little bit of discussion.
And you wonder if maybe we have a little jump throw like Tim Tebow's first touchdown pass.
Oh yeah,
invented
could be
for Jacoby.
They were looking at down the line to see if they had enough for the first, and they do rule it first and goal from the 7. I wouldn't mind seeing it, Ben. It'd be a nice call there.
I'll let him run it in.
Here's Hart. Takes the snap. Looks to go left. Not a lot there. And he's going to lose yards. The ball may have came out.
But
he's going to say down.
Wow. Okay.
Going to rule him down, but it nevertheless will be a loss of 3 there on the run by Jacoby Hart.
Football is often called, even though you got to go yards, it's often called a game of inches, right? And that was one where it was inches away probably from being a fumble. And, we look at the short distance on the 4th down stops. I mean, it's just a yard here, a yard there is, really been the difference. But that's what makes great football teams. They find a way to make up those yards.
Second and goal from the 10. Leopard's going to have twins to each side. Asher the up back on the left. Simmons takes the ball looking to throw. Throws it out wide.
Touchdown.
And it is caught. Dante Reed. Touchdown Leopards.
I'm really impressed with the wide receivers. I mean, because they're making some catches in traffic that I don't know that Malvern's really ever had. I mean, we've had some good wide receiver groups, but catching the ball as a group that can catch the ball in traffic.
Yeah.
This may be the best group we've ever had.
I think so.
And I was sitting there thinking, well, Carter Martin's open on the out route. Carter Martin. And then all of a sudden he rears back, and Dante Reed, great catch. As the Leopards trot the offense back out on the field, they're going to go for 2 here. Looks like we're going to have a flag.
I bet we had too many guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that will back the Leopards up on this 2-point try.
Yeah, when you have 11 guys lined up and one of them's trying to get off the field, and you still have 11 lined up, that's not a good sign.
But what's interesting about that, Ben, is there was never a huddle, so I don't know. It wasn't like we broke the huddle with too many people. But don't give me the line.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We had you so confused on the kickoff last week.
Hey, look, I'm still confused, but I got an explanation. Twins right, twins left, going to bring Carter Martin in motion. Here's the snap. Simmons rolls left, looking to throw. Got a man, and it is caught by Bud Johnson. 2-point conversion is good. There is a flag down.
Looks like we got a hold here on the backside.
This is going to be the longest PAT attempt in high school history, maybe.
I don't know. Isn't there one that got kicked back around or something, and it was like from the other 10 or something?
And the really frustrating thing about that is it was a beautiful throw.
It was.
And another really nice catch in traffic. I mean, he put it in the one spot his wide receiver could catch it. The wide receiver made the adjustment to make the catch. And, it seems like you make a great play and it's all for naught.
All for naught.
It's hard to realize this kid's just a sophomore.
What'd they say? Illegal shift?
And I think that was
Coach Plumlee not happy about the call.
That was Bud on the reception, right? I mean, he's the one.
It was Bud.
And so there's a junior. So there's the future. The future here is pretty bright.
Ball now all the way back to the 22-yard line as the Leopards again attempt the 2-point conversion.
Now you're probably looking at a fade, maybe.
Twins right, twins left. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. Throws it up, looking for Johnson again. He goes up, and he's unable to bring it in.
Ooh.
So an adventurous two-point conversion ends with no good. With 8:25 left in the second quarter, Leopards lead the Panthers 12-0. We'll be back after this.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, as we got a live update from our stat man, Mark Roberts. Said Simmons right now 10 of 13 for 111 yards passing. Don't mean to, intread on my halftime statistics, but, love to give you a lot of updates. Sky kick here from Rodea going to be fielded at the 25-yard line. He's looking to go left. Got a little bit of room out there, but it closes quickly. Nice play by number 34, Braylon Watson.
Yeah, Watson did a really good job of closing in on him because he had some room if he got to make one more move.
And I had a score update, but it disappeared. One of interest, the other two undefeated teams in the conference playing each other is obviously Robinson and Nashville. And Robinson, I believe, it was 7-0 somebody, but my screen messed up.
7-0 Nashville, I believe.
7-0 Nashville. Yeah.
Twins right. Going to bring the up back in motion to the left side. Here's the snap. Killback looking to run. He's hit immediately by Bud Johnson. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage for no gain there.
And Bud really playing a linebacker position. He's, we've talked about it before, kind of going to that Dallas Cowboy, Jimmy Johnson, where you move linebackers to the defensive end, safeties to linebacker. We're really trying to a speed defense, and if you're going to do that, those linebackers, if they're going to be undersized, they have to be willing to hit, and Bud will do that.
2nd and 9, ball on the 31-yard line. Here's the snap. Give is to McElroy along the left side. Makes the first man miss, but he's got a big hit after a gain of 2. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Malik again.
Yeah, I mean, it's and you're looking at those linebackers, really the unheralded part of this defense. We talk about the secondary a lot. We talk about the defensive line a whole lot. And, but, what we're seeing on this particular drive, the linebackers have come up big and laying the lumber.
We'll call it 3rd and 8 from the 32. Twins left, tight end and up back on the right side, back to the left of Killback. He fakes the give, looks to throw on a slant route. Makes the catch, knocks off a big hit, able to pick up the first down all the way down to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Dante came in and had a nice hit, but you're going to want to wrap up because if you don't knock him down, we were very fortunate to have another player in the vicinity to clean that up. Now they're going no huddle here.
Yeah, Ashdown looks to hurry up here. Twins left, going to stay in that same formation. Give is to McElroy off the right side. Fighting for yardage, not a lot there. Looks like he may even lose one.
He's not going to get the tackle, but 69 Charles Sanders blew that play up.
Yeah.
He took his guy and he got penetration upfield a couple of yards, and then he was able to kind of move with the running back and prevent him from – he did a great job of sealing the edge, forcing the running back to come back up the middle, and you had linebackers and the other defensive tackles there to clean it up.
Bud Johnson's down right now for the Leopards, grabbing at his right leg. We will take an injury timeout with them. So with 6:38 left in the second quarter, Leopards lead 12-0. As I speak, I'm just going to retract that as Bud Johnson is up and now coming off under his own power. So we'll stick right here with you. Yeah, it looked like he might be down for a minute, but he just popped right up, and hopefully he's able to get over on the sideline, walk it off, and get back in because Bud's having a tremendous game so far.
Yeah, and you talk about guys that love football. I don't know that there's anybody on the team that loves it more than Bud does. Bud just wants to get out there and play, and he'd play with a broke leg if he could.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers. As a flag flies, I think they're going to say the Leopards jumped. It was a late flag, though, if it is against Malvern. And it will be. He jumped and then got back for almost a whole second before the flag flew. But nevertheless, be 2nd and 5 now after the penalty. Going to be Twins right. Tight end and up back on the right side as well. McElroy to the left of Kilback. Brings the up back in motion. Here's the snap. Give is to McElroy up the middle. Keith Carradine makes contact first. Still going to be a gain of looks like about 3. Going to be 3rd and short now.
You know, one of the things we've talked before about, you know, the rules kind of being the same across, you know, from high school to the pros. That's another one that I would like to see kind of uniform across. If you get back on your part of the, you know, you go across neutral zone and get back, I would just like to see the play continue.
3rd and 1. Going to stay in the same formation. Here's the snap. Kilback going to run forward. He lowers his shoulder and going to get very close to first down yardage.
And another really good job by the defensive line. I mean, they may have to measure this because they gave him a much more favorable spot than I had thought.
They're marking it short.
We're at 5:27 marker. 12-0. Leopards lead.
Now they're talking about. Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I would want a measurement if I was Coach Plumlee for sure.
That was interesting. We just kind of looked down the line for a few minutes and then just, you know, first down. Why not? So, they're going to give them the 46-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 from there, right at 5 minutes left in the half. Going to be twins right, up back, and tight end on the right side as well. McElroy to the left of Kilback. Here's the snap. Give is to the up back off the left side. Looking for room out there. Hart giving chase. Unable to bring him down. Still fighting off tackles. He's going to have enough for the first down as he crosses the 35.
That's a really well-designed play. You overload one side, so you move everybody over to that side. Then you give motion out to that side. You get all the flow moving to the defense's left, and they're already overloaded that way. And then you bring a counter and run guy the opposite end. And
Isaiah Beard was down briefly, but he's already up and making his way across the field now.
But you can really open up some holes because you get flow moving one way. The whole defense is already overloaded on that side, and then you get a guy. It looked like that was actually a counter trap. It looked like they had 2 guys, coming there to block that, and you can sneak around and pick up some yards for sure.
1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the snap. Give is to McElroy off the right side. He cuts now back up the middle, still bouncing off tackles, and man, he's just running through arm tackles. Yeah. Has a gain of about 6 or 7 on first down.
He's tough to get a pad on, Ben.
He is because he's got a little start, stop. I mean, it's almost like a lawnmower that has bad gas in it, and it kind of hop, pop, 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 and it's tough to get a beat on and hit somebody like that.
Yeah, it is.
2nd and 4. Going to have a receiver split to each side. Tight end up back off the right side. Give his to McElroy off the right side. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to cross the 20 and is able to fall forward all the way down to the 17-yard line. And Ashdown's got another good drive going.
They do, and it's no fault of the Leopards not coming in and hitting. I mean, they're doing some popping around in there, but
got to wrap up.
You got to wrap up, and you got to give Ashdown credit. Their offensive line's doing a good job, and the backs are doing a really fine job of following their lead blockers and not getting ahead of where the line and the lead blockers are taking them.
Twins right. Tight end and up back on the right side as well. McElroy to the right of Kilback. Brings the up back in motion to the left side. Give is to McElroy off the left. Cuts it up. Not going to be a lot there. Going to pick up maybe a couple on first down, but nice play by the Leopard defensive line.
McElroy's a good-looking 10th grader, you know it?
Yeah, and I think the reason that play didn't work as well as the one where they had motion moving the other way is we rely on a lot of speed on defense, and so we can run ourselves out of play if we see flow moving in a certain direction and then the ball goes out the other side. But they actually put motion in the direction that they sent the ball, and so we kind of had our eyes in that location anyway.
2nd and 8, receiver split to each side. Here's the snap. Give is to the tailback off the right side. He's looking for room. Lowers his shoulder. He's still running. He's going to get all the way into the end zone. That was a heck of a run by Jaden Fricks.
It sure was. I mean, there were plenty of opportunities to stop him short of the goal line and just didn't get it done.
And right now that's going to be the story of the first half for the defense is making contact and just unable to bring down runners right now. As Ashdown brings out the extra point unit.
3:05 left here in the second quarter.
And that's one of the things Ashdown has. They've got a lot of different backs, so they're going to be able to keep them fresh.
Yeah.
You're going to have high energy guys playing tailback for Ashdown tonight until the very end.
Here is the snap, ball's down, kick is away, and it's high. But it does go through. It was a sky. Yeah, he chunked it a little bit, but nevertheless it gets through. So with 3:06 left in the first half, Leopards lead the Panthers 12-7. We'll be back after this.
The Leopard Roar hashtag will be used in all posts between the Leopards and their opponents in all events throughout the school year.
For example, when the junior high football team defeated Arkadelphia last week in football, it was definitely a Leopard Roar moment.
And when the high school boys golf team won district and the Lady Leopards golf team won runner-up, they could have used Leopards Roar.
We encourage and hope that you use this hashtag whenever you post about events throughout the year.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, as Ashdown gets set to kick off for the first time tonight. As the Leopards have Dante Reed back deep to receive. It's an onside kick fielded by Malachi Asher. Nice heads-up play by him. Looks like he may have taken a shot to the head, but secures possession for the Leopards, and they'll have great starting field position.
You know, I know armchair quarterbacking is easy, but that is not a time when I would have onside kicked. I mean, you've got 3 minutes to hold them. 3 minutes. You got to figure that you have an opportunity. If you kick the ball deep, you may be able to prevent them in a 3-minute offense from scoring a touchdown. But 3 minutes and, you know, you got to go 52 yards is a little bit different than having to go, 70 or 75. I mean, I don't understand. Unless that's what they do every time.
Ben, they say you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line.
Know when to walk away.
That's right. Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the left side. Simmons brings Bud Johnson from one side to the other. Here's the snap, looking to throw out to Asher. Going to be hit pretty quickly. May get down to the 50-yard line. Going to be close.
Close to the 50. It's not going to be close to the first.
To clarify, yes, I meant close to the 50.
You're going to got about
close
eight
to a
yards
gain
left.
of close to a gain of 2.
You know what? I think you got 2. I think.
Come on, guys, define close. Come on.
It is what it is. Twins right, twins left. Going to be Hart as the up back on the right side this time, as Simmons alone in the backfield. Here's the snap. Simmons looks to throw.
Wow.
5-yard stick to Bud Johnson. Does a spin move. Gets across the 40-yard line and will be a Leopard first down.
Yeah, and I think he hit the circle button twice right there. You know, if you played Madden or, let's do a,
thing about it
rest in peace for college football, but
it's in the game.
So really nice. Again, that was an example of Bud just sitting down in that hole, passing it, and then letting his athleticism take over.
Trips right, split left. Asher back in as the up back. He's going to be on the right side. Just over 2 minutes left in the half. Simmons alone in the backfield, 1st and 10 from the 39.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Malvern has a lineman jump, and that will back us up 5 yards.
Yeah, and, that might have been a time where we were going to try to chunk it deep. You had Dante Reed down here, man-to-man covers. They were back in that cover 1, and you feel, and Dante's beaten this guy a couple of times today and had multiple opportunities for a couple of more catches.
Yeah.
So we'll be 1st and 15 now from the 44-yard line. Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the left side. Clock is running at 1:39. Here is the snap. Simmons looking to throw now, having to fight off a man. Now releases it. Carter Martin goes up for it, and really is just playing defense there and knocks it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good pressure by the Ashdown. I believe that was a defensive tackle, but he got in there and made some noise. And actually Malachi did a pretty good job of getting in there and putting a shoulder on him, because if he doesn't, Cedric gets his clock clean pretty good.
And that was, impressive arm strength to take the shot and really not even have his feet set to release it. But Carter does a nice job of knocking it away. Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the left side. Simmons looks to throw tunnel screen under to Dante Reed. Well read, unable to pick up much yardage, but will get about 3 there. Clock still running.
And, that's going to be the question for Coach Plumlee right here. Does he take a shot and risk giving Ashdown the ball with a minute or so left, or does he run it and force them to call a timeout and force us to punt it?
Well, with us getting the kickoff in the starting the second half, I'm not going to try to guess on Coach Plumlee.
Trips right, split left. Asher the up back on the left side, 3rd and 13 from the 41-yard line. Simmons looking to throw, now tucks it under. Gets across the 40, the 35, the 30, and he's going to run out of bounds there.
Where did they mark him? That's going to be the key. He's going to be a first down. He's got it by about a yard if that line judge on the far end.
He's telling them to move on down. Yeah, it will be a first down, Leopards. So now that kind of changes the whole complexion of things.
Yeah.
44.8 seconds left. We will remind you, Leopards only have one timeout left this half.
Said can change things in a second. Wow.
Going to be twins to each side. Asher the up back on the left side. 1st and 10, ball on the 28-yard line. Simmons alone in the backfield. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw again. Going to throw out on a wheel route to Bud Johnson, but oh my goodness, does Bud Johnson make a nice play there? Looked like it was clearly going to be intercepted, and he comes by and punches it out.
Yeah, and I think Bud reverted back to his secondary days in junior high.
Yeah,
because he did a great job. That ball was flat in the defender's hands. Two hands, had both hands on it, and great job by Bud and great recognition to get a paw on it and just keep it alive for us with 38 seconds left.
2nd and 10, ball still on the 28-yard line.
The middle of the field is open. That's one of the things we have. I mean, as far as you can throw it here and not have to worry about the clock because we've got a timeout. We haven't run those seam routes like we've seen. Be interesting if we try to hit one here.
Here's the snap, quick throw to Carter Martin. He takes his eyes off of it, and it falls incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, he would have had some space. It would have been close. That's the safeties were in position, but he also had we call it a tunnel screen because you kind of form a little tunnel, and he had a little bit of a cylinder there to go through.
Going to be 35.5 left on the clock. 3rd and 10 from the Leopards, ball on the 28. They're going to be twins to each side. Asher the up back on the right side. Brings Bud Johnson in motion to the right. Here's the snap. Simmons rolls right. Looking to throw. Not a lot there. He's going to be hit and does fall out of bounds to stop the clock with 27.8 left. Going to be looking at a 4th and 10 or worse, maybe 4th and 11.
Yeah, and I think you're going to trust your defense here, and you're just going to go ahead and, go forward. You're not going to try, to punt the ball, and you're only giving up 20 yards or whatever.
You're not going to coffin corner it?
Not going to do that. And but again, you have a timeout, so the entire field is open.
Well, Ben, to your point, we do not have a timeout anymore.
Oh, we just call a timeout. I'm sitting there looking at y'all. Looking down on the field.
Don't look at us for help.
I hear you. We'll just keep it here through this timeout. 27.8 seconds left in the half. Leopards lead the Panthers 12-7. If you're just joining us, unable to kind of a mishandled bad snap on the first extra point and unable to convert from there, and then had a series of unfortunate events to back up the 2-point try and ended up
Lemony Snicket.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 2-point tries from the 22-yard line aren't very successful.
Here's where we really need a good soccer. I mean, we're close to field goal. If we had a soccer player out there that could kick it through,
I'm gonna sign off.
No. I mean, we've had them in the past. I mean, it's a weakness now, and
I blame Coach Warford.
It's not recruiting.
Yeah, that's right.
But I say the middle of the field is still open because you got to get a first down. So the clock will stop to move the chains, and you can run up, and depending on what time is left, you can spike the ball. So, you don't have to throw it to the sideline or try to, score right here. You can use the entire field. You just got to get 11 yards.
Sorry, that'd be a 45-yard fild goal.
It would be pretty impressive. 4th and 11. Simmons takes the snap. We're going to have a timeout. Ashdown. This time we'll take it with them. Just over 25 seconds left in the half. Leopards leave 12-7. We'll be back after this.
Daniel Heat and Air provides both residential and commercial heating and cooling services. Daniel Heat and Air is family owned and operated and takes great pride in making their customers feel like family. With over 40 years of service in the Hot Springs and Central Arkansas area, Daniel is ready to serve your needs with certified technicians on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For your heat and air needs, call Daniel Heat and Air at 501-293-0782.
We welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards facing a 4th and 11 from the 29-yard line. Just over 25 seconds left here in the first half. No timeouts remaining for the Leopards. Important to note, if they are able to convert this.
And you can see that Ashdown's given a lot of cushion right here. They're just going to try to keep everything in front of them. Their big thing is they don't mind if the ball's complete. They just don't want it to be complete for 11 yards.
There you go. Leopards are going to come to the line. They're going to have trips to the left. One man split to the right. Looks like Asher's going to be the up back on the right side as we're waiting on something. Having a nice conversation out there, getting to know everyone.
There's a couple different ways to attack it. You could have Dante run, to the pylon and have Bud, who's, the inside slot receiver, run a post route and force that safety to pick one or the other. Either way, you're going to have to get the ball in the air.
Are we in a TV timeout? What's going on here?
Waiting for the red hat to step off the field.
Here we go. We're ready to play now. 4th and 11 for the Leopards. And here's the snap. Simmons looks to throw. He's flush from the pocket. Now he's looking to take off. Going to have a lot of room to gain. Across the 20. Going to get out of bounds just short of the 15-yard line. That'll be another first down for the Leopards.
And a brilliant job getting out of bounds. The clock will stop. They're going to have to move the chains. And this is where time management gets tricky because now you have to be very careful about where you get tackled or if you get tackled, and because you don't want to get this close and not come away with points. I mean, you're thinking 7 points right here for sure.
Ben, when he ran out of bounds, I was thinking of the play. The band is on the field. They about ran into him. 18.2 seconds left. 1st and 10, ball on the 16-yard line. Trips right, split left. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. Now he's rolling out to the right, still looking downfield, releases it. Got a man in the end zone, and it will be a touchdown Leopards. Carter Martin, no flags in sight. Nice play by Simmons.
Man, can you really start to feel the chemistry between Martin and Said right now?
We've watched it grow.
There have been, the long touchdown pass with Bauxite was just kind of the same situation. Said kind of runs around, he gets flushed out. Martin gets off of his route and just decides he's going to go deep. and he and Said just on the same page, on the same wavelength. And, again, we see that. Martin actually has to get off his route, gets back into a spot. He sees that Said's moving out and finds a nice little hole, and Said spotted him.
Leopards will go for 2. Simmons takes the snap, rolls left, going to throw it, going to be intercepted and brought down from there. Point after is no good. So with 10.6 left in the half, Leopards lead 18-7. We'll be back after this.
Dedication, the quality of being devoted or committed to something. As a member of the Leopard Marching Band, we learn more than how to play an instrument or march. We learn the importance of responsibility and hard work. We know that every beat has a purpose, and it takes each of us to bring the music to life. We are a family. We are the sound of Claude Mann Stadium. We are the Malvern Leopard Marching Band, and together we bring the music to life.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Just over 10 seconds left here in the first half. Leopards coming off of a touchdown, taking 18-7 lead, and everyone here in this press box are hoping that that holds to halftime here.
Another thing that goes back to what Ben said about the onside kick right there at the end of the second quarter.
Here's the kick by Rodea. Going to be skied down to around the 25-yard line, fielded there. He looks to cross field around to the left side. Running out of room quickly, now tries to reverse course, and Braylon Watson again makes a nice play on coverage.
Yeah, I mean, I made the point. Why would you onside kick?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they do. They may onside. I mean, that's kind of a thing now. Everybody onside kicks all the time. But, the difference, if you kick the ball deep, we scored with 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if
That's
you have to,
one
if you make
series.
it, you know, if you force them to go 15 more yards, 20 more yards, that 10 seconds may have clicked right off the clock.
1.7 left on the clock. Going to be 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Ashdown comes to the line. Going to have a receiver split to each side. Tight end and up back on the right side. Back to the left of Killback. And here is the snap. Give is to the tailback. Looking for room. Not a lot there. And that will do it for the first half. Leopards are going to go into halftime leading 18-7 over the Ashdown Panthers. We'll be back after some words from our sponsors.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
So let's see if they run around and try to onside kick this real fast.
Only thing I could think about when you said bend, not break, I think the older I get, the less I bend and the more likely I am to break.
Well, what do you start creaking and crackling?
Oh, I don't need any of that.
Well, it's coming. Long way off for you, young man. Here
Here's
we go.
the second half kick. It's going to get down, land around the 25. Going to be fielded by Carradine there. He's looking for room. Gets across the 30. Breaks another tackle. Gets down just short of the 40-yard line. Going to be brought down to 39.
Nifty run there, Ben.
Yeah, and that may be why they onside kick because, you know, if that's going to be, you know, and I haven't watched a whole lot of film on Ashdown, but if they're having a problem with kicking the ball and covering kicks, then, you know, my philosophy is when my teams are not covering kick, I'm thinking just onside kick it. If they're going to get the ball there anyway, you might as well give yourself a chance to get the ball back.
I like it. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back off the right side. Here's the snap. Simmons is going to take it himself. He's going to get to the 40-yard line, pick up one there.
Ashdown looked a little bit confused coming out there, and I think Sad thought he could catch him a little bit, surprise him a little bit quicker on that one.
Yeah, that was that nose guard you talked about in the coach's show there, Ron.
Yeah.
That was number 55, Vincent Jones, and he put that face mask right into the chest of Sad and brought him to the floor.
2nd and 9 from the 40. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back on the left side. Simmons takes the snap. He's rolling right, looking to throw. Got Carter Martin out there. Martin's going to make the catch, get close to the first down. I think he might be a yard short.
You know, we mentioned that several times in the first half. Again, that was just Carter Martin seeing where the hole was, sitting there waiting on it, and Said getting the ball out in time. And, you know, you feel pretty good about 3rd and short. You know, this is, you know, you've got some good backs. You've got a lot of different options. You can play action and chunk it deep right here.
You got a lot of options here. It will be 3rd and 1 from the 48-yard line. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back on the right side. I believe it's Hart to the right of Simmons.
Yeah.
Here's the snap. Simmons going to keep it himself, and he will have enough for the first down as he gets down just across the 50-yard line.
It's hard not to go to that, though, isn't it, when you have 3rd and short and you got a quarterback like Said that, number one, he's tall, you know, for a quarterback. Number two, he's strong. He's athletic, and, you know, he's kind of got that, you know, early Cam Newton type build to him and for the high school. And that makes it real tempting to just go to that when you got 3rd and 1.
1st and 10, ball on the 50-yard line. Twins left, split right. Asher to the right side.
Nobody's covering the slot.
Hart to the left of Simmons. Simmons takes the snap, rolls left, looking to throw, and now going to have to tuck it under. He's going to lose yardage here on first down. Going to be brought down back at the 45, where it's going to be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, the safety, Ashdown safety did a good job of picking Martin coming up just about the time he was about to break open over there, and Said didn't have any place to go with it.
Yeah, and you feel like if the pressure from the backside really prevented Said from being able to kind of set up and make a throw. I think that there was a time where he could have hit Carter, but the pressure just prevented him from being able to square up and fire one in.
2nd and 15. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back on the left side. Hart to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Simmons looks to run, bounces it out wide, gets back across the 50-yard line. down to around the 47.
What I
Gonna be
find
third down.
interesting, here is, we talked in the coaches show that Ashdown likes to run a lot of 4-man fronts, 5-man fronts. We're seeing a lot of 3-man front from Ashdown today, and they're respecting the passing game that Malvern's shown over the last 2 weeks.
Twins right, twins left. Asher the up back on the right side. Going to be 3rd and 7, ball on the 47-yard line.
There's another 3-man front right there.
Simmons changes the play at the line. 8 left on the play clock. Asher moves over to the left side. Here's the snap fielded by Simmons. Looking to throw, now tries to tuck it, but there's just too much pressure and they're all over him. And my goodness, when's the whistle going to blow?
Well, once again, we see the quickness and the strength of number 55. The one that the Vincent Jones kids that anchors at the nose. He got through there. He had him, and said wasn't getting away.
I thought I was about to see a belly-to-back suplex there, Ben.
Well, that was they kind of had a 3-3 stack look right there. There, and the 3-3. If you can run a lot of exotic blitzes, and you can get pressure pretty easily out of it because you can overload your linebackers blitzing from one side.
Reed on to punt. Snap's good. Kick is away. Going to get down, land around the 25-yard line. Ashdown will field at the 20. Makes the first man miss. He gets down just short of the 30-yard line, and Ashdown will take over at the 29.
These guys would be great at Dancing with the Stars. I mean, their feet, they can chop, they can stop and go, and I bet they could put together a heck of a river dance team.
Ron does look a little bit like Carrie Ann and Abba.
I don't actually watch the show.
I don't watch Dancing with the Stars, so I don't know whether that's an insult or a compliment, really. Knowing you, it's probably an insult, right?
You could be Bruno.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Well, you brought the reference up. I just bring the pop culture. Here's the snap. Give on the left side. He is upended hard after a gain of 1 there. That was McElroy on the carry.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see who that was, single digit. Oh, that was Malik Relaford that upended him there. And it's so refreshing to see corners that tackle.
Yeah.
That, don't just get into the coverage. They actually, practice and refine their tackling.
Yeah, and they're tackling. They're not trying to bump them down. They're actually wrapping them up.
2nd and 9 for the Panthers. Here's the snap. Fakes the give to McElroy. Throws a quick screen out to the receiver. Daylon Ross makes a nice play there.
That's the first time they've thrown it our ISO, isn't it?
There's the isolated player of the game and another great open field tackle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because that was not an easy stop. And
no.
That was Jacoby Williams, Ron. You highlighted him in the...
Yeah, he was one of the ones that Coach Plumlee and Hootens was talking about.
3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Ball on the 34-yard line.
But you're right. They really have not challenged our corners today.
Looks like they're going to move their twin set over to the right side, tight end and up back on the left. Tailback to the right of Killback. And we're going to have movement this time by the Ashdown receiver, and that's going to back them up 5.
Yeah. Cameron Benton, the wideout, got a little bit anxious.
And, 3rd and 5 is a totally different situation than 3rd and 10. And
yes, it is.
Whatever the play call was, when you have 3rd and 5, you're going to run routes to get 6.
Yeah.
That's a totally different scenario. Now you got 3rd and 10, you got to run routes to get 11. That requires you to protect longer. It requires the ball to be in the air longer.
As a former wide receivers coach, my head explodes too because you literally look at the ball. You don't move until the ball moves. That's unexcusable. But we'll take it. 3rd and 10. Here's the snap. Fakes the give to McElroy. Rolls left. Ball is underthrown and almost intercepted by Malik Relaford.
Malik just couldn't quite get there, man.
Yeah, and you've got that's the benefit of for us having. He's probably our best defensive player. Looked like were they trying to throw it to Easter there or probably
they were throwing the deep out route.
The deep out that was the tight end. That was Easter, and so that was them trying to get the ball to their best player, and that was our best player on the coverage.
Yeah.
Dante Reed drops back deep to receive for the Leopards as it is 4th and 10 for the Panthers. I believe that is Easter punting. Punt is away, and it's a pretty good one. Going to land just across the 40 and bounce out of bounds right there.
Took a Leopard bounce.
Yeah, it's going to be marked down at the 38-yard line. Leopards will take over 1st and 10 from there.
You know, that's a good exchange. First series for them. We get a 1st and 10 and whatever, and then we go back and stop them. So maybe talk about setting the tone for the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, nobody really flipped the field. This is about where we started our first drive of the half. And, you know, we ended up punting the ball away. They, you know, run a few plays and punt it right back, and it's kind of like starting the first half all over or second half all over again.
Yeah, with 5 minutes and 53 seconds left.
1st and 10 from the 38. Trips left, split right. Simmons takes the snap.
Wide open.
Got a man wide open. It's Dante Reed on the fade route. He will not be caught as he crosses the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Leopards. Dante Reed with another one.
Wow. I know I've said it, but I'm going to say it one more time. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know obviously it's a blown coverage. I don't know how he got that wide open but something sucked everybody in. The safety's in, the corner's in. Dante got behind, and Said was just thinking, don't overthrow, don't overthrow, don't overthrow.
Let me just hit him in stride. Wow.
Well, I about had another pop culture reference there with DJ Khaled. Another one. Carter Martin on to hold for the kick from Rodea. Kick is away, and it is good. With 5:48 left in the third quarter, Leopards take a 25-7 lead over the Panthers. We'll be back after this.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards coming off of a big play to Dante Reed and take a 25-7 lead with 5:48 left in the third quarter. Rodea on to kick the ball away, and it will be a high one, going to get down fair caught at the 33-yard line there for Ashdown. They'll take over from there.
You know, the last 2 weeks we played Bauxite, got out to a big lead. We played Harmony Grove, got out to a big lead. This is a little different because those two teams, they like to run the football, power run. They're not built to come back from behind. This team has the playmakers to score quickly.
Yeah.
So this game is not one where you just can try to run the clock. You can't just try to kill the clock. You still have to try to pick up first downs. You still have to make sure that you get your stops.
Well, you mentioned they haven't challenged our corners. It's going to be interesting to see if the ball does get put in the air more here.
It about has to.
1st and 10, ball on the 32. Going to give to the up back around the left side. He's going to be hit and driven backwards by a host of Leopards. Going to be maybe a gain of 1 there.
We really that's an adjustment because that play hurt us a lot in the first half. That's one where they get the motion going one way, they try to come back the other on the backside, and that play hurt us in the first half. They picked up a lot of yards on multiple different occasions in the first half running that play. Whatever we did in halftime, we addressed that. Really nice job of picking up motion one way, staying at home, making the play.
2nd and 8, ball on the 34. Twins right. Here's the snap. Give is to the tailback off the left side, looking for room as he cuts it up. He's stuck by Bud Johnson. Tries to fight forward for another yard or so. Going to be 3rd and long now.
Ron, wouldn't you say that we saw the tackling issues? You think it's fair to assume that maybe Coach Brumfield addressed that at the half?
I think it was addressed. I'm waiting for Jacoby Williams and number 21 and number 7 to show up for Ashdown, and I'm just amazed.
3rd and 6, ball on the 36. Going to have a receiver split to each side. Up back and tight end on the right. Here's the give to McElroy again off the right side. It's nothing going. Maybe a gain of 1. That's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm really confused at what Ashdown is doing, honestly. I mean, it's like they just keep going back to the well, but the well's dry. You know, they need to find a different water hole.
Yeah, I mean,
dig a different well.
If you got 2 D1 players that can catch the ball, maybe it's quarterback problem, man. I don't know.
Dante Reed back deep to receive. 4th and 5, ball on the 37 as Ashdown's on to punt. Snap is good, kick is away. Another high good one, going to be fair caught by Reed.
Uh-oh.
And we're a little bit upset as there was contact made on the fair catch, but not just a whole lot. Ball will be marked at the 23-yard line, and Leopards will take over from there.
And honestly, one of the things I'm surprised that Ashdown doesn't do is split Easter out. If you got a guy that big, that strong, that can jump, do all those things, and you have an opportunity to get him on a corner that's under 6 feet, I don't understand why you wouldn't just go play the jump ball with him more often on the outside.
That's a great question. Great question. Right now being used more as an Easter egg and trying to hide him in there at tight end.
Oh, good. Great. I love that. I love that one.
1st and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. Here's the snap. Simmons looks to run up the middle. Going to have a little bit of room out to the right side now. Across the 30, 35. Runs out of bounds, and he's hit awful late.
Wow.
But there is no flag. That was that was pretty late as Simmons gets up a little hobbled, but looks like he's okay.
Yep, we've that was a situation where, again, for us, that we actually took advantage of motion coming to this side of the field, and I think I don't know that it was designed to go to the right, but I think Sed just saw the hole and said, whoop, whoop, there he goes, takes off to the right side. And
Berman showed up again. Got trips left. Asher the up back on the right side. Here's the snap. Give is to Hart up the middle. Makes a couple of cuts, gets forward, going to have a nice pickup of about 5 yards on 1st down.
That is the anti-Jacoby run. Jacoby never does that. Jacoby doesn't dance. He's been watching these Ashdown running backs a little bit, picked up a trick.
Well, 1st downs, clock's running. Well, we have an injured player now. But move the ball, 1st downs, clock running. Doesn't get any better than that, Ben. Then you score, too.
Not when you have this kind of lead, for sure.
Yeah, and of course, what the benefit of that is you're staying ahead of the chains a little bit. 2nd and 5,
ahead.
You're in good position because you can still run those short outs. You can run the football. All the plays are at your disposal. You can pick up 3 yards and feel good about being at 3rd and 2.
2nd and 5 now for the Leopards. Ball on the 44-yard line. Just over 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Trips left. Asher the up back on the right side. Hart to the right of Simmons, as Simmons is quite content to let some time run off of this clock. Now kind of sets in. Here's the snap. Give is to Hart, looking for room around the left side. Not a lot there, but he just starts driving people until finally is started to be driven backwards. Going to get about a yard short there, down to the 48-yard line.
Hey, guy, and I'm going to give a shout-out to Lane Scarborough, number 50, that center. He's handling that kid pretty well. I mean, he's up against one of the best defensive linemen maybe in our conference or in the state. And, I mean, I see a stalemate, guys, and you can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, and again, a really good job. You mentioned part of that being the offensive line. The offensive line.
Yeah, he's anchoring it.
You get to 2nd and 5 and then 3rd and 1 on runs. Your offensive line's doing their job.
Yep.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 2. I'm going to make it 3rd and 1. Hart's on at quarterback in the power formation. He's trying to get out to the outside to the right. Breaks off of a couple tackles. Looks like he will have just enough for the 1st down.
They gave him the spot. Good spot.
And correct. And it was a short gain. It's going to be enough for a 1st down. But, I mean, you can see the speed on this defense. That safety came up in a hurry.
Like a rocket.
In a hurry. For a moment, it looked like Jacoby was going to have quite a bit of room. It looked like, that could be a 8-9 yard gain, and then that safety comes flying in like a rocket and, nearly made it one that you almost had to measure.
1st and 10, ball on the 50-yard line. Going to have trips left. Asher the up back on the right side. I believe it's Relaford to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Give is to Relaford up the middle. Looking for room. Got some. He bursts through the pile. Dragging players all the way just short of the 35. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress down to the 36-yard line.
All right, I got to brag on this kid one more time. Scarborough took him right out of the play, and Rutherford got past him. I'm impressed.
Yeah, and another thing is that's Relaford's first carry of the game, and so you when you have a lot of weapons and you've been going to the one guy a lot, and Jacoby seems to have been the back that has been getting the hot hand, so to speak, tonight, and then all of a sudden number 4's in there and slips in and gets his first carry. I mean, you might not be keying on him, and then he zings you for a first down.
1st and 10, ball on the 36. Going to stay in trips left. Asher the up back on the right side. Fakes the give to Relaford. Looks out to Chase McAllister on a quick screen. He's going to get forward. And no, they're going to say he went down to a knee to catch the ball, and it's going to be a loss on the play.
Yeah, that was unfortunate because, you get to, you lose 5 yards. And, actually it wasn't going to be a big gain, but what you're trying to do is just catch the ball in space, try to make something happen after the catch, and when you catch it on your knee, that's where the that's where the play ends.
That's where they mark
That's where they blow the whistle.
2nd and 14. Twins right, split left. Relaford to the right of Simmons. Give his to him. Looking for space around the left side. He's got some across the 30. Going to go out of bounds just short of the 25. We'll call it the 26-yard line. And it's going to be
about a half yard short.
Well, it's going to be awful close, Ron. And they're calling it first down.
Oh, okay.
For a guy who didn't get I don't know if he got any carries last year. I mean, you're talking about a guy who with very limited experience playing tailback. He looks real natural once he takes the handoff.
That's called athletic ability.
So 33.5 seconds left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Ball on the 26. Twins right, split left. Relaford to the right of Simmons. Give his to Relaford again. Gets forward. Ball comes out, though. And it looks like Ashdown's going to fall on it and take over around the 17-yard line.
And, there's only a finite number of ways that Ashdown can get back in it because, we're moving the football, and if we're going to take a lot of time off the clock, you're limiting possessions, and one of the ways that obviously a team can get back in it in a hurry is turnovers.
Yeah.
So, obviously you don't want to do that, but thankfully we did milk a lot of clock, and it happened down there on their side of the field, and so they got a long way to go.
I like your positive attitude. 1st and 10, ball on the 18-yard line. Receiver split to each side, up, back, and tight end on the right side. Fakes the give to the tailback. Now
double move.
Back. Going to throw a fade route and had a man. Wow. He had 5 yards on Relaford.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was a beautiful double move. He kind of acted like he was going to run the slant. We bid on it, and then he took off and ran the little slant and go, and little pump fake. We bid on the pump fake, and, it was wide open, and the quarterback is going to have nightmares about that one.
Let me ask you this. You think they saw 4 out there as the guy who just turned it over and decided to pick on him in a moment of weakness?
Yeah, it may have, but I tell you right now, the guy with the sinking feeling's got to be that quarterback.
I hear you. 21.7 left on the clock. Here's the snap. Killback rolling left, looking to throw. Got another man wide open, but it's going to be underthrown this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were actually 2 guys that were wide open, and he didn't throw to either one of them.
Dante Reed was closer than anybody. Big third down here.
Now that was Jonathan McElroy, who you heard us call a lot in the running game. He had gotten by everybody, but unable to get the ball to him. See 2 plays in a row that might have been walk-in touchdowns be harmlessly incomplete. We'll take it as Leopard fans. Going to be 3rd and 10, ball on the 18. Twins to the right. Going to have the tailback to the right of Killback, and we got flags. There was movement on both sides, so it's just going to be a who moved first situation here.
I'm pretty sure we were in the neutral zone before that left tackle moved.
Yeah.
I would imagine this one's going to go against us.
Yeah.
And it will. I don't ever assume things, though.
Here's a score update. Robinson now ahead 35-20 over Nashville at Nashville in the third quarter.
That one doesn't surprise me.
Big game.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah. Robinson can do that to you.
How now, brown cow? 16.1 left in the third quarter here. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Twins to the right. Going to have the tailback to the right of the quarterback. Give his to McElroy. He's looking to go left, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Pushed out of bounds by our isolated player, Daylon Ross, at the 35-yard line.
He showed some speed there, Ben.
Yeah, he sure did. And, again, that was you get motion going one way, and they come back with that counter to the other side and kind of got us got us leaning, got us cheating over there. Thankfully, the good news is, I mean, you got this 18-point lead, 9 seconds left in the third quarter. You can give up some chunk plays. You just can't give up the really big one.
Right.
1st and 10, ball on the 36. Fakes the give to the tailback, and the ball sails over the head of the receiver and into the coaching staff.
Okay, Ben, how many plays have they ran in the last 20 seconds?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, quite a few. It seems like
it was like 30 seconds when we fumbled it, wasn't it?
But you think about it, it's incomplete pass,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you run out of bounds on the 12 yards, get the first down, incomplete pass.
6.2 left on the clock and the never-ending clock, it seems like.
Never-ending third quarter.
2nd and 10, ball on the 36. Twins to the left, tight end and up back on the right side. Bring a man in motion. Ball is on the ground. Killback is Killback did not dive on it. The Leopards have taken it back.
There's that turnover.
I thought Killback dove on it, but bad angle.
Well, all that did was take, 15 seconds off the clock?
I thought, I don't know what they got the ball with to start that particular drive. I mean, I think we were under a minute.
Yes, we were.
When they started that drive. And 33 seconds. They probably ran 7 or 8 plays. I thought there was no chance we were going to get the ball back. And if you'd have told me they were going to run 8 plays and we were going to get the ball back in the same quarter,
in 31 seconds,
I would have taken that bet.
What's the prop bet there? Here we go. Snap Simmons on the run out to the right side, and that will do it for the third quarter. So score is Leopards 25. Panthers 7. We'll be back for the fourth quarter finish after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett, and I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards going to be faced with a 2nd and 11 after the Simmons run to end the third quarter. Ball's going to be on the 33-yard line, leading this game 25-7.
Conventional wisdom is to run it right here, but you almost wonder if you go for the nail in the coffin and go for an end zone strike.
Well, with Jacoby Hart in at quarterback, Ben, I believe it is going to be the run. Here's the snap, and he's going to run. He gets across the 30 and goes out of bounds around the 27-yard line.
Give him the 27.
Going to be third down for the Leopards.
You have to figure we're in 4-down territory anyway, don't you?
Oh, there's no question about that, and it tells me that they may go with this Jacoby, direct snap on this play as well, and see if they can't get it to 3rd and 2 or so where they could do it again.
Yeah, it is 3rd and 5 right now. Ball on the 27. We ran the 1-yard loss to end the third quarter.
Time we call Ashdown.
I think it is going to be
Ashdown.
A timeout, Ashdown.
They must have saw something they didn't like, guys.
We will take it with them. 11:55 left in the game. Leopards lead 25-7. We'll be back after this.
The Leopard Pride hashtag will be used when we are bragging on the achievements of our school, students, teachers, and alumni. We are proud of our new playground here at MES.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards face a 3rd and 5, ball on the 27-yard line. Hart will be back in at the quarterback position. Going to have 2 up backs and a receiver split to each side. Here is the snap. Will be Hart right up the gut. He lowers the shoulder. Going to get across the 25-yard line down to the 24. Going to be 4th and short from there.
Yeah,
looks like about 2.
Second and third effort actually picked up about 1.5 yards right there.
Yeah, that wasn't a good spot either. I'm sitting right here looking at it.
Will be 4th and 2 from the Leopards. Ball is marked on the 24-yard line. 11:30 and counting left in the fourth quarter.
So you almost wonder if this would be another opportunity where you might try to draw them off sides, but it looks like we're going to milk it all the way down. And then
we're going to be content to run some clock and take the timeout.
Take the timeout, but be interesting to see if Said comes in on the 4th and 2 play, so you open up the entire playbook.
It could be. We will have to see after this break. 11:07 left in the 4th quarter. Leopards lead 25-7. We'll be back after this.
For all the times you multitask, Malvern National Bank has technology to make banking easier. When you need to transfer travel money into your account while on the go. When you need to pay your friends back for lunch. When you need to check the balance on your account. When you need to locate the nearest branch or ATM. Or when you need to deposit a check and don't have time to go to the bank. Simple to use website tools and apps at your fingertips. To find out more, visit mnbbank.com.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards faced with a 4th and 2 here, ball on the 24-yard line.
This is our first live stream. I'd like to say hello to Mike and Sandra Bailey. I heard from them they're watching us watching the ball game on television.
All
so,
right.
yeah. Anybody else? Let us know.
I think the mayor of Malvern, Brenda Weldon, and her husband are watching it on the screen as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
We talking.
Shout out to the son of Mike and Sandra, Ryan. He's usually listening as well.
Yes, he is.
4th and 2, hard on for the play. Here's the snap. Hart takes the snap, looking to get forward. Going to have enough for the first down as he crosses the 20 and is ran out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Well, looks like they're only going to give him the 20.
Wow.
Let me tell you another reason I like this. One of the in baseball you call it a pitch count, and when you've got a quarterback like Said that runs it as often as he does and he throws it, it gives him a little bit of a breather.
Yeah,
and it gives him some rest. And if you can run that offense effectively with the direct snap to a running back, and you can give Said because even on a lot of our passes, we're sprinting out, and he's got to cover a lot of ground with his legs to get the ball out of his hand. So I really like the ability for us to give him some breathers.
1st and 10 here. Simmons going to take the snap right up the middle, lowers his shoulder, gets forward, going to have 3 yards down to the 17-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7 from there.
And obviously, this is a drive where if you can go ahead and punch it in, you feel like it's about as close to iced as it's going to get. So you really want to go ahead and get 7. I mean, this is an athletic team. They can score 3 touchdowns. I mean, you can get a couple of turnovers away from making this thing close or them even taking a lead. But you feel like if you go up 4 scores.
That's tough.
You've pretty much sealed the deal.
Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the right side. 2nd and 7. Here's the snap throw out to Dante Reed. He's going to catch it, be knocked out of bounds around the 15. Looks like they're going to give him the 14.
Not only that, Ben, you get into your opponent's psyche too.
Right. And this is a big football game. You got 2 2-0 teams, and both of them are looking like potential playoff teams for sure. Teams that would have finished, around. Everybody's making the playoffs this year if they want to, I guess. But that would have made the playoffs in a normal year.
3rd and 5. Twins to each side. Asher the up back on the left side. Simmons takes the snap, looking to throw back. Carter Martin deep in the end zone. Touchdown, Leopard. Simmons is on fire tonight. So is Martin, and so is Dante Reed. They're just catching everything.
Great route by Carter Martin.
It was a great route. And how about the placement? I mean, he caught the ball with his feet about as close to that white line as he could. So, Said put it in just exactly the right spot. Great route. And, again, we're starting to see that chemistry between those two.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious, we're going to get to see it for quite a while, too.
Yeah.
Carter Martin now, it switches to holding duties for the kick from Rodea. Kick is away. It's a low one, but it will be good. With 10-10 left in the 4th quarter, Leopards are going to take the 32-7 lead. We'll be back after this.
I'm Jennifer Schneigel, Malvern High School principal, and as a lifetime Leopard and a Ready myself, I think it is fantastic that our students have the opportunity to earn the Leopard Ready Scholarship. It combines our Leopard pride and the Ready spirit to help set our students up for success. Malvern High School seniors who complete the honors program or complete 6 hours of college credit while maintaining a 3.3 GPA are eligible for the Leopard Ready Scholarship.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards just scored to take a 32-7 lead. 10-10 left in the fourth quarter. Rodea sets the ball and gets ready to kick off again for the Leopards. Rodea getting some work in tonight.
Yeah, he is. Doing a great job.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
Sky kick going to be fair caught right around the 36-yard line. Ashdown will take over from there. 1st and 10.
It'll be interesting now, Ben, Seth, see what kind of offense Ashdown comes out with now.
Yeah, they
down this far.
They put themselves in a situation where they've got to put the ball in there if they want to. Try to win this football game. What's really interesting is, when we played Bauxite, we thought that was going to be the barometer game. And come to find out, we didn't know this at the time, but this was going to be the barometer game.
Yeah.
And, we're really looking like a team to take that next step tonight.
Here's the snap. Killback gives to McElroy off the right side. Ball comes out east and west, strips it, but I think Ashdown is able to jump back on it. Going to be a gain of 3 there on 1st down.
We kind of had that feel that one of these two teams was going to be kind of the team that was going to take that next step.
Yeah. They're going to be the number 2 or number 3 seed.
And right now it looks like Malvern has a pretty good stranglehold on who's going to be that team to try to compete with the top.
Yeah.
2nd and 8, we'll call it. Ball on the 38-yard line. Receiver split to each side. Tight end and up back on the right side. Here is the snap. Give this to the tailback off the right side.
Holding.
Looking for yardage. Not a lot there. He may pick up 1.
Wow.
That was Xavier Sanders on the carry.
Yeah, and what you love about that is that's great assignment football on the defensive side. I mean, every time that, we had a guy come up and take that gap away, he'd have to push out a little further, and then there was one more guy, and he'd have to go out, and there was one more guy, and you run out of real estate at some point, and you got nowhere to go but out of bounds or to the ground.
That's right. 3rd and 8. Ball will stay on the 38-yard line. Twins right. Here's the snap. Fakes the give. Killback looks to throw. Now he's flush from the pocket.
Cross the line.
Now going to throw deep, and he's got a man.
He crossed the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be wrestling with Dante Reed all the way down to around the 12-yard line. Ron, it was close to the line of scrimmage.
I'm standing on it. It looked to me like he'd crossed it, but that's all. Yeah.
Big play for Ashdown. Gets down to the 12-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 from there. Trailing the Leopards 32-7 with 8:43 left on the clock.
That's that big play that we've been kind of wondering with the athletes they have.
And right now, if you're Malvern, you just want that clock to run.
Yep.
Just run, baby, run.
Twins right, up back and tight end to the right as well. Here's the give to the up back going to the left side. Not a lot there. Tries to cut it up, but he's going to be going backwards. Going to be a loss of 1 on the play for the Panthers.
Yeah, there's that counter play again. And once again, the adjustments made at halftime, there was no room to run. In fact, we're going to get a loss right there. And that's the sign of a defense not only that does their job in the offseason, but they go in and they pay attention to what the coaches are telling them at half. And
really,
that's an equation that a lot of teams don't have.
Right.
And you got guys that are going in and they're listening and they're going to put to use what they hear.
Here's the snap give to the tailback off the right side. Nothing there again. He's going to lose more yardage here.
It's almost like the defense got a little angry about that big play, and they're really swarming.
And you watch them, and you talk about halftime, but they're making adjustments halfway through the first quarter, halfway through the second quarter. These defensive coaches are all over it, as well as the offensive coaches are.
And it's going to be 3rd and 17, ball all the way back to the 18-yard line. Just under 7.5 left in the fourth quarter. Ashdown comes to the line, going to have Twins to the left. Tight end and up back on the right side, tailback to the left of Killback. Here's the snap. Fakes the give to the tailback. Killback looking to throw. Nothing there.
Wow.
He's going to be hit and
West.
dropped by East and West. And the Panthers are going in reverse.
I'm telling you, I think that big play angered our defense. I think that, they
embarrassed them.
They felt like, they had really done a great job in that third quarter, which they obviously did. And they felt like maybe they got taken advantage of once, and they have. I mean, just the aggressiveness on this particular first down has been as aggressive as we've seen them today.
4th and 24, ball on the 26. Going to be Twins right. Tight end and up back on the left side, tailback to the right of Killback, and they're going to be backing up even more as we had some movement by the tight end and up back.
You know, Ben, we may be back into that, getting into their psyche pretty deep now.
Yeah, obviously, you know, Ashdown's having to you don't have many, what is it now, 4th and 29? You know,
yeah, 4th and 29.
You don't have many 4th and 29 plays in the bag to pull out.
Twins right, tight end and up back on the left, back to the right of Killback. Fakes the give, looking to throw. Going to have to get rid of it quick, and it's going to sail harmlessly out of bounds. Nice coverage by Malik Relaford. Leopards will take over, 1st and 10.
What a response. You know, you give up the big play, and, you know, the defense comes back and, you know, kind of waggles their finger and says, no, no, no.
And they end up 4th and 29.
And they actually end up giving our offense decent field position out of it. And that's a character issue. You know, some teams have that and some teams don't. Some teams they'll give up one play and it affects the next play. And I think it did affect the next play, but in a positive way. They just, they kind of bowed their neck up a little bit and said that was ridiculous. Yeah. We're not going to let that happen again.
Malvern's got a great mix of youth and experience, you know it, and seniors.
6:15 left. 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line. Give is to Keith Carradine, looking for room to run. Runs into his own man, just bowling over everybody. He's going to pick up 9 on 1st down.
He liked to knock Asher over, didn't he?
You know, I mean, here, can you imagine have played an entire game? You know, Jacoby Hart's out there, and then all of a sudden you're tired, and they throw Carradine out there at you.
Your number 11 comes bowling at you.
Holy smokes.
2nd and 1, trips left. Asher the up back on the right side, Carradine to the right of Simmons. As Simmons is going to run some time off of this clock. 5:37 and counting left in this ball game. Leopards leading 32-7. Here is the snap. Simmons gives to Carradine off the left side. That time, Mann just breaks through immediately and hits Carradine in the backfield, lost back to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good quick penetration there by, looks like a shooting linebacker, wasn't it? Must have been number 9.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Leopards. Ball on the 40-yard line, about to go under 5 minutes left in the ball game.
Yeah, one more 1st and 10 go a long way on sealing. Go ahead and putting the lid on this one, Seth.
Leopards in no hurry. Looks like we're going to have trips out to the left, Asher the up back on the right, and Carradine to the right of Simmons. Here is the snap. Give is to Carradine off the left side. He's going to lower his shoulder and fight forward and going to have enough for the 1st down run. We're going to run some more clock.
Got it.
Yeah, and that's pretty much going to do it. You know, I mean, that's.
Right. Who's going to be Don Meredith tonight? I'll run some old stuff on you.
I'm not singing. I can tell you.
Well, I think you're the only one here that's talented enough to do that.
I was going to say, you're the only one that has enough talent to do it. You know,
if I sing, we're going to lose
I
viewers.
Guarantee you.
You know what's funny is when I would do the softball games, announce the softball games. When we would win, I would play Turn Out the Lights after the game.
Yeah.
1st and 10 here for the Leopards. Give is to Carradine off the right side. Makes one man miss, unable to make the second one miss. Going to have a loss back to the 40-yard line.
Of course, I would play the Willie Nelson version, not the Dandy Don version.
3 minutes and 55 seconds left in this one. Leopards up 32-7 over Ashdown, taking a big step forward here in the 7-4A West.
It is, and you know, I hate to bring it up again, but Hooten's only had his pick to win by 3.
Yeah.
The disrespect.
At some point, you know, and they're here today. I mean, they've got a camera here.
Yeah,
so,
they're down here.
Maybe somebody will take some game film and they'll say, okay, we'll
that was an awful.
Take that into consideration.
That was a nice article on by Hooten's earlier in the week, though, too, about our kids.
2nd and 13. Give is to Carradine. Makes a couple guys miss right off the bat, but still they're just coming in hot and fast at him. Looks like he may have got back to the original line of scrimmage. And looks like one more plus that. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Leopards as the clock is going to run under 3 minutes.
Yeah, and even though it's a 3rd and 9 in this situation, you just got to feel like the ball's going to stay on the ground. They're just trying to milk as much clock as possible in this situation.
Guys, I got to tell you what, this is probably – Leopards are going to be one of the, if not one of the best 3-2 teams in the state, bar none. Absolutely bar none.
Going to be 3rd and 9. Ball on the 44-yard line. Trips left. Asher the up back on the right side. Relaford to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Give is to Relaford.
Ooh, good
He
hit.
cuts it up the middle. He's going to pick up about 2 there. Get down to the 47-yard line. But it will be 4th down from there.
Yeah, that was a really nice hit. You know, give Ashdown credit. They're still playing hard.
Turn out the light.
Yeah,
the party's over. All good things. I'm through.
Leopard's going to have enough time to run this under 2 minutes. Looks like we're kind of talking about things and angling towards the letting it run down to all the way to 1 second and calling the timeout. And that's what we will do. Leopards are going to use a timeout here with 1:53 left in the game. Leopards lead 32-7. We'll be back after this.
Horns Outdoor is ready to serve your outdoor needs at both their Hot Springs and Malvern locations. Horns carries the #1 tractor brand in the world, Mahindra, as well as tractors by Coyote, John Deere, Kubota, LT, and Massey Ferguson. For your residential lawn needs, Horns carries zero-turn mowers by Hustler and Spartan. Horn also carries a full line of outdoor power tools. For all of your outdoor needs, visit Horns at 3505 North Highway 171 in Malvern or at 3034 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Dante Reed on to punt for the Leopards. Almost blocked, but not going to be. Fielded at the 25-yard line there. Going to get up across the 30. Going to be tackled just short of the 35. As our stat man, Mark Roberts, informs us that it looks like Simmons is going to finish the night with a 76% completion rate.
Yeah. And he started for the season, 73, something like that?
Yeah, you know, he had, I think he had somewhere just almost 1,000 yards passing. I think he was hovering around 950, something like that coming in, and had a little over 300 yards rushing. I mean, he has a chance to be a 2,000, 1,000 guy, 2,000 passing, 1,000 rushing. Would help if we get a couple of playoff games in, and those are some nice numbers to have.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10 for Ashdown. Give up the middle. Now cuts it out to the right side. Going to have a nice gain on 1st down. Going to get it all the way down to the 41-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 4 from there. As we have 1:23 left, and Leopards get ready to face defending state champion and also currently undefeated. Don't know what the update is down in Nashville right now, but getting ready to face the Senators next week.
Yeah, going into really hostile territory, too.
The last score I saw was 35-20, Pulaski Robinson ahead. But, you know, here's some interesting numbers on our part. I mean, you've got we gave up 7 to Bauxite, and, of course, that was given up to the second team.
Yeah.
First team gave up no points last week, pitched a shutout. This week gave up looks like we're only going to give up 7 points
to Ashdown.
and that's to Ashdown. That's you played 3 conference games and a total of 14 points given up. You feel like your defense, if you're ever going to have a time where you're ready to go play Pulaski Robinson, it's the way the defense is playing right now.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Ashdown brings a man in motion. Pitch is out to him. He gets across the 50, now across the 45, cuts it up, and driven out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Going to be 2nd and short. Stops the clock with 27.2 left on it.
Well, Robinson's good, but Robinson's not the Robinson of last year.
You know, and it's not just the defense. I mean, we just mentioned, pitching it around about 70-75% completion percentage, and he's not turning the ball over. The offense has got a lot of different weapons. I mean, this is a sneaky good team in a tough conference.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle next Friday night.
Give off the right side. Got a little bit of room. Going to fight down to around the 30-yard line. Will easily have enough for the 1st down. 21.4 seconds left on the clock. Ashdown driving, see if they can't finish the night off on a positive note.
Leopards are given some, I'm not going to call them second teamers, I'm going to call them alternates. That's what I like to call them. And giving some youngsters some snaps.
7 seconds and counting left in the game. Give is up the middle again, and he's going to be hit after a short gain, and that will do it.
Wow, big win, guys.
Leopards going to remain undefeated in 7-4A play with a 32-7 win over Ashdown as we get ready to travel next week up to the defending state champion, Robinson Senators. Going to be an absolutely huge ball game.